Have you ever woken up in the morning, groggily made your way to the bathroom, and then almost instinctively found yourself crawling back into bed? Not because you're lazy, but because your legs ache with a dull, persistent throb. That seemingly innocent act of seeking a few more minutes of rest after rising is, in fact, one of the most insidious early indicators of a silent, yet alarmingly gradual, physical decline that far too many people overlook. You might feel like your body is simply asking for a little more sleep, but what it's truly doing is sending you a crucial message. Get me moving or I'll rust. This isn't just a metaphor, it's a biological imperative that, when ignored, sets in motion a vicious cycle, robbing you of your vitality, balance, and the freedom of movement you once took for granted. But what if I told you there's a simple, powerful, daily habit, easily integrated into your mornings, that could not only alleviate that debilitating leg pain, but actually give you back the feeling of walking with the effortless grace and strength you had in your prime? Stick around, because if you're experiencing morning stiffness or leg discomfort, this could be the single most transformative piece of advice you hear all year. Welcome to Next Age Health. I'm Dr. Hillman, and here we delve into real, everyday health insights grounded in both science and practical experience. If you're struggling with that familiar morning ache or stiffness in your legs, I urge you to stay with me until the very end of this video. The habit I'm about to unveil has the potential to profoundly reshape your mornings, dramatically improve your balance, and reignite your overall vitality. Imagine for a moment the typical start to a day for many seniors. You awaken, your body feels heavy, as if gravity has gained an unfair advantage overnight. You slowly sit on the edge of the bed, and immediately your legs protest. They feel tense, your knees might creak with a slight protest, and the moment your heels touch the floor, a burning sensation shoots through them. The journey to the bathroom becomes an arduous expedition, punctuated by a series of desperate grabs for support, a wall, a sturdy table, even a doorknob. And then the thought creeps in, a siren song of false comfort. Just 5 more minutes, I'll just lie back down for a bit. And just like that, without even realizing the profound implications, you unwittingly step into a detrimental cycle. Those 5 more minutes morph into a deeply ingrained habit, a silent thief that day after day subtly siphons away your precious muscle strength. Your legs are the very foundation of your existence, your stability, your independence. And much like a house built on a weakening foundation, a body deprived of its core strength eventually faces the risk of collapse. The erosion of mobility is rarely an abrupt event. It's a stealthy progression, creeping up on us through countless seemingly insignificant daily decisions. These choices, which appear harmless in the moment, gradually, yet inevitably, weaken your physical resilience. It's crucial to understand that this isn't merely a question of willpower, nor is it an unchangeable decree of age. Instead, it's fundamentally a matter of circulation, movement, and the intricate biology of your body. During the long hours of the night while you sleep, your blood flow naturally decelerates. Your joints, deprived of movement, begin to stiffen. Fluids that normally lubricate and nourish stagnate, and your muscles undergo a subtle contraction. The cumulative result is that when you finally wake, your entire lower body feels numb, rigid, and resistant to movement. And here's the critical point. If you fail to introduce movement, this nascent stiffness only becomes more deeply entrenched. This is precisely why that persistent leg pain often feels considerably worse in the morning hours compared to the afternoon. But here's the genuinely encouraging news. Just 5 to 10 minutes of gentle, intentional movement is all it takes to reverse this trend and truly change everything. The moment you begin to move, your heart rate subtly increases, sending a surge of vital blood flowing back into your legs. This oxygen-rich blood nourishes your muscles, flushes away metabolic waste, and almost miraculously, the pain begins to diminish. It's as if your body undergoes a second awakening, but this time, it's a true and complete revival, setting the stage for a day of greater comfort and ease. So, in practical terms, what exactly can we do to counteract this pervasive issue? The answer lies in establishing a simple yet profoundly effective mini morning routine. This routine consists of 3 straightforward steps, meticulously designed for seniors to perform right at home, requiring absolutely no special equipment and taking less than 10 minutes of your time. You'll soon discover that its power and efficacy far exceed your initial expectations. Let's begin right there in bed, even before your feet touch the floor. Step 1. Ankle rotations, awakening your lower limbs. Start by sitting comfortably on the edge of your bed, ensuring your back is straight and supported. Gently lift one leg just slightly off the bed. Now, slowly and deliberately, rotate your ankle in a clockwise direction for about 10 seconds. Focus on the smooth, controlled movement. Once complete, reverse the motion, rotating your ankle counterclockwise for another 10 seconds. Repeat this entire sequence with your other foot. This deceptively simple movement is incredibly potent. It actively stimulates crucial circulation within your lower legs, gently awakens the deep stabilizing muscles surrounding your ankles, and effectively helps to reduce any morning swelling you might experience. This isn't just anecdotal advice. A compelling 2021 study conducted at Kyoto University involving over 400 seniors aged 65 to 80 provided concrete evidence. The research demonstrated that ankle mobility exercises, when performed consistently every morning, led to a remarkable 27% reduction in muscle stiffness and significantly improved overall balance in participants in as little as 2 weeks. The beauty of this exercise isn't about forcing your body into strenuous positions. It's about sending a gentle, reassuring message. Wake up. Everything is fine. You are capable of movement. Step 2. Walking in place, igniting your core stability. Once you've completed your ankle rotations, it's time to transition to standing. If you feel even the slightest bit unsteady, don't hesitate to lean on a sturdy wall, a stable chair, or even the edge of your bed for support. Safety and confidence are paramount here. Now, begin to slowly walk in place. Gently raise one knee towards your chest, then lower it, and then raise the other. There's no need for sudden, rapid, or vigorous movements. The key is a slow, steady, and entirely controlled pace. Continue this gentle walk for 2 to 3 minutes, always listening to your body and moving at your own comfortable rhythm. This exercise is a powerhouse for activating multiple crucial muscle groups: your hips, your thighs, your knees, and your core. It's the integrated activation of these areas that works in harmony to stabilize your balance and markedly improve your coordination. Furthermore, this seemingly simple act is a remarkably effective strategy for preventing falls, which, as you likely know, represent one of the most significant risks for individuals over the age of 65. The findings from Finnish researchers, who meticulously followed over 200 individuals for an extended period of 18 months, are particularly striking. Their study revealed that participants who consistently incorporated slow walking in place into their morning routine experienced a staggering 40% lower risk of accidental falls and demonstrated measurable gains in muscle strength as early as the 3rd month. These results are not only impressive, but underscore the accessible and highly impactful nature of this exercise. Step 3. The little indoor walk. Restarting your nervous system. Once you've completed your mini walk in place, proceed to the 3rd and final step, a brief, gentle indoor stroll. This isn't about strenuous activity or pushing yourself to exhaustion. It's simply about moving around your immediate living space for a few minutes. Take a relaxed walk from your living room to your kitchen, perhaps down the hallway to a patio or another room. There's no requirement to venture outdoors, and certainly no need to time yourself rigidly. What truly matters in this step is the principle of consistency. As you engage in this gentle movement, your body transmits a powerful and unmistakable signal to your brain. I am standing. I am moving. I am alive. In turn, your brain responds by making subtle but crucial adjustments to your muscle tone, your overall balance, and your mental alertness. It's as if your entire nervous system, which has been in a lower state of activity overnight, fully kicks back into gear. Think of it like restarting the engine of a car that's been parked all night. It might take a moment, but once it gets going, everything runs smoothly. And the more regularly you perform this restarting ritual, the easier and more fluid your movements will become throughout the entire day. However, a crucial word of caution. There's a common and potentially harmful mistake many people make. Driven by a desire for rapid progress, they might watch videos of intense exercises, deep squats, dynamic lunges, or light jumps, and attempt to replicate these demanding movements first thing in the morning. This is a significant misstep. The aging body doesn't need to be pushed to its absolute limits to achieve progress. On the contrary, gentleness and mindfulness are absolutely paramount. Sudden explosive movements, excessively deep bends, or forced aggressive stretches can inadvertently cause micro tears in muscle fibers or trigger painful joint inflammation, particularly in vulnerable areas like the knees and lower back. If you are living with conditions such as arthritis, neuropathy, or chronic stiffness, your focus should never be on achieving peak performance. Instead, cultivate a deep connection with your body. Feel each movement, and critically, never ever push beyond the point of comfortable sensation or into pain. Groundbreaking research from the Mayo Clinic has unequivocally demonstrated that gentle, consistent daily movement can improve the natural lubrication of your joints, known as synovial fluid, in as little as 10 days. This fundamental principle is what I like to call motion is lotion. The more you mindfully move, the more you naturally lubricate your joints, allowing for smoother, less painful movement. It's entirely normal to harbor some apprehension about moving, especially if you've been living with chronic pain or fear of falling. Many seniors, in fact, cease walking not because they are physically incapable, but because they are gripped by fear. Fear of falling, fear of pain, or even fear of being judged. Yet, paradoxically, it is immobility itself that inflicts the most profound harm. Each day that passes without purposeful movement, your muscles experience a subtle atrophy, weakening gradually. As these muscles diminish, the joints are forced to bear the full brunt of your body's weight, intensifying pain, eroding balance, and exacerbating the very fear that initiated the inactivity. But you possess the power to shatter this debilitating cycle, not by forcing yourself into discomfort, but by embracing gentle, consistent movement day after day. Think of it like rekindling a flickering flame. A steady, gentle breath each morning is all it takes to keep it alive and burning brightly. And immediately following this brief, invigorating routine, there exists a perfect opportunity to further support your body's recovery and well-being. Breakfast. Opt for simple, yet profoundly nourishing foods rich in anti-inflammatory nutrients. A soothing glass of warm turmeric milk, a comforting bowl of oatmeal, a ripe banana, or a protein-packed hard-boiled egg can all contribute significantly to reducing morning aches and promoting optimal muscle recovery. Even more critically, prioritize hydration. A substantial number of seniors wake up in a state of dehydration, a condition that only intensifies cramps and stiffness. A simple glass of warm water, consumed immediately after your morning routine, can make a monumental difference in how your body feels and functions. Now let's explore the truly fascinating biological transformations that unfold within your body when you commit to this simple routine for several consecutive days. It's vital to understand that your age is not an insurmountable barrier to muscle regeneration. When you consistently engage in these gentle movements each morning, something truly remarkable begins to happen beneath the surface of your skin. Initially, you might not perceive these changes overtly, but from the very first week, your body begins to reactivate dormant biological mechanisms it had almost forgotten. Of course, your blood circulates with greater efficiency, but that's merely scratching the surface of the profound changes. The real, enduring transformation takes place deep within your muscles and your brain. Researchers at the University of Copenhagen have meticulously shown that after just 10 days of consistent, gentle, daily activity, The bodies of seniors experience a remarkable increase in the production of mitochondria, those microscopic powerhouses nestled within each of your muscle cells, by over 35%. And as your mitochondria become more active and numerous, your overall energy levels surge, bringing with them a renewed sense of vigor. This striking biological shift elegantly explains why, after roughly 10 days, I so frequently hear elated testimonials from individuals who tell me, "Doctor, I may not be walking faster, but I'm moving with such incredible ease. I get up without a second thought. My legs just feel so much more alive." And that precisely is the essence of it, the profound return of lightness to your step and your spirit. However, a crucial caveat for sustained success. The absolute key here is consistency, not unattainable perfection. It's perfectly acceptable if, on an occasional day, you happen to forget or miss your routine. What truly matters is your unwavering commitment to picking it up again the very next day. Your body thrives on routine, much like brushing your teeth. You perform it without conscious thought because you inherently know it's beneficial. Embrace the same mindset with movement. And critically, don't wait for the elusive desire to move, because genuine motivation and desire almost always follow the action, never precede it. Movement inherently generates energy. That energy then fuels your motivation, and that revitalized motivation in turn propels you to begin anew. This is the positive, self-reinforcing cycle you need to meticulously build. You see, a pervasive misconception exists that aging is inherently synonymous with an inevitable decline. This notion is fundamentally flawed. Aging is not a decline, it is a profound transition. And within this transition, you hold the power to choose whether it will be an active and vibrant journey or a passive and stagnant one. Recent groundbreaking studies in geriatrics offer unequivocal clarity on this. Researchers at Harvard University, who diligently followed more than 5,000 seniors for an extensive period of 10 years, revealed compelling findings. Those participants who consistently engaged in at least 10 minutes of walking each morning exhibited a remarkable 30% lower risk of experiencing a loss of independence, and notably also reported significantly deeper, more restorative sleep at night. Even individuals who were already contending with chronic pain experienced measurable improvements in both their mobility and, surprisingly, their overall mood. Yes, their mood. Because movement isn't merely a healer of the physical body, it possesses a profound capacity to heal the mind as well. When you move, your brain orchestrates the release of powerful neurochemicals like dopamine and endorphins, those incredible feel-good hormones that effectively soothe anxiety, diminish stress, and significantly bolster your confidence. You take a few gentle steps, and suddenly, the world seems to gain clarity. You find yourself sleeping more soundly, standing with greater uprightness, and breathing with a newfound freedom. But what I find most captivating and truly transformative is the invisible shift, the one that others often notice in you long before you consciously perceive it yourself. It's the moment you instinctively climb a single step without reaching for the handrail, the effortless walk to the mailbox without feeling breathless, or the sudden inexplicable urge to venture outside, call an old friend, or perhaps spend a little time tending to your garden. This, my friends, is the true essence of rejuvenation. It transcends the mere number of years you've lived. It is fundamentally about the inner movement, the sustained vitality that radiates from within. And that is precisely where I aim to guide you, to the profound understanding that this small morning ritual is far more than just a sequence of exercises. It is a potent declaration of life, a heartfelt message you consistently send to your body. I am not abandoning you. We are continuing this journey together. You cannot erase the passage of years, but you absolutely can choose how you intend to live them, with what quality and with what spirit. And that incredibly empowering choice begins tomorrow morning, the very instant your alarm rings. So, when that familiar ache in your legs whispers its presence tomorrow, resist the urge to lie back down. Instead, sit up. Methodically perform your gentle ankle rotations. Slowly walk in place for a few minutes. Take those conscious steps around your house. And as you do, tell yourself, with unwavering conviction, I am regaining my strength. I am reclaiming my vitality. Now that you are equipped with this transformative routine, let's address the most common pitfalls that can undermine your progress and sabotage your leg recovery. Because in the journey toward optimal health, it's often not the grand gestures that make the greatest difference, but rather the seemingly small, consistent details repeated every single day. The first significant mistake is what I call justified inaction. You know that insidious little phrase we often whisper to ourselves, "I'll start moving when I'm in less pain." But here's the crucial paradox. It is precisely by moving gently that the pain begins to recede. Total, prolonged rest tends to freeze and stiffen the body, while mindful, gentle movement actively awakens and revitalizes it. Compelling research from the University of Toronto, which followed 300 older adults grappling with chronic joint pain, offers powerful validation. The participants who consistently practiced a simple morning movement routine experienced a remarkable average decrease in their pain levels by 22% within just 1 month, and this was achieved without the introduction of any additional medication. Conversely, those who remained at rest observed an increase in their discomfort. So, if you're waiting for the pain to miraculously disappear before you decide to move, you might find yourself waiting for an exceptionally long time. The key is to move despite the initial discomfort, not in opposition to it, but with a compassionate understanding that you are actively working towards alleviating it. The second common mistake is wanting to go too fast. You have absolutely nothing to prove here. This isn't a grueling competition. It is a journey of recovery and rejuvenation. Your body doesn't crave high-intensity performance. What it truly needs is unwavering consistency. Just 2 minutes of gentle movement today holds infinitely more value than an intense hour of exercise you might attempt but never repeat. What your muscular system genuinely craves and responds to is regularity. A groundbreaking study published in the journals of gerontology highlighted that maintaining even moderate activity, no matter how seemingly minimal, has a significantly greater impact on long-term longevity and sustained mobility than sporadic bursts of intense, irregular exercise. In essence, it is profoundly more beneficial to do a little bit, but to do it diligently and consistently every single day. The third mistake is ignoring your body's vital signals. It is absolutely imperative that you learn to distinguish between normal, beneficial pain, the sensation of muscles waking up and gently getting back into action, and genuine, warning pain. If the pain you experience is sharp, burning, or actively restricts your range of motion, then it's a clear signal to stop immediately and seek the personalized guidance of a healthcare professional. What I'm sharing with you here today is for informational purposes only. It can never replace the tailored advice and diagnosis of a doctor or a qualified physiotherapist. However, in the vast majority of cases, your body is simply communicating a different message. I'm a little out of practice, but I am absolutely ready and willing to relearn. And finally, the most insidious mistake of all is getting discouraged too quickly. You might not perceive any dramatic differences in the first few days, and that's entirely normal. Think of it like planting a tiny seed. Beneath the surface, out of sight, something profoundly significant is already occurring. Your muscle fibers are meticulously repairing themselves, your tendons are gradually becoming more flexible and resilient, and your blood is circulating with increasing efficiency. Then, one morning, unexpectedly, you will awaken and experience that profound aha moment. You'll realize that the familiar pain has receded, that you're standing taller, walking straighter, and that your step feels more confident, more purposeful. That's the moment you'll truly understand. It wasn't your age that was holding you back, it was your inactivity. And on that day, you won't just walk with your legs, you will walk with an undeniable surge of pride. So, tomorrow morning, when your alarm gently rings, please remember this powerful message. Do not allow fatigue or lingering pain to make decisions for you. Choose to move. Take a deep, intentional breath. Drink that refreshing glass of water. And then, with resolve, tell your body once again, I am not giving up on you. I am taking care of myself. I am going to keep going. If you're ready to dive even deeper into this journey of renewed mobility, I invite you to download our complimentary guide on Next Age Health, a straightforward program meticulously designed to help you maintain strong legs, unwavering balance, and vibrant energy, all without pain or unnecessary constraints. And above all, please subscribe to our channel right now so you never miss out on our weekly doses of concrete, actionable strategies for aging powerfully, staying mobile, and living confidently. Lastly, if you know a loved one who frequently complains of leg pain, please share this video with them. A simple, consistent movement every morning truly can change everything. Remember, movement is life, and life begins anew with every single step.